Alright guys, it's finally happened. Venezuelan president has declared a state of emergency. He's doing this on the basis that he fears a U.S. coup against him. This is actually coming from a legitimate source, Vice News, and it's all over several other places. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has declared a 60-day state of emergency, citing concerns the United States may be plotting a coup to topple his socialist government. He signed the measure on Friday, flanking his ministers and a statue of state or a statue of late leader Hugo Chavez, but did not provide details about what the state of emergency would entail. Nor did Morado, 53-year-old former bus driver and trade union leader, says what a state of emergency would entail if declared, and as declared last year in the region near the Colombian border, the suspended constitutional guarantees except for those relating to human rights. So basically, their constitution is suspended. Venezuela is currently embroiled in a worsening crisis, which includes widespread food and medicine shortages, frequent power cuts, sporadic looting, and galloping inflation. Morado is facing a push from his opposition bloc to oust him this year via a recall referendum. And he fears losing control to be compounded this week by impeachment of fellow leftist Dilma Rousseff in Brazil. And he's taking her ousting as a sign that he could be next to go. And we've already brought you several stories on this crisis. People are, at this point, unable to live their daily lives, go to work, come home. They're killing animals in the street and eating them. Long lists of bad things. I mean, cats, dogs, pigeons, whatever they can find. Not only is the power outages going, but there's water shortages due to the one dam providing most of the country's power. I've covered this in a number of different videos. There's probably a good 20 or 30 good points I could make on this, but I'm not going to. So they believe that the U.S. toppled Brazil in a coup and that Morado via Venezuela is next. And this is basically the situation. There's not much saying what the government is going to do, but the media and imperial forces have been decided to finish with progressive forces. The popular revolutionary leaders of the left are in contact. See, I don't like whoever wrote this. They're basically just writing statements, and they're not writing points of what's actually going on. So whether that's about Brazil or not, I have no idea. Venezuela's opposition, which scoffs at Morado's accusations of coup mongering, quickly condemned the measure. Well, of course they're going to condemn the measure. They're going to go, oh yeah, the U.S. intelligence guys are going to overthrow your ass. But earlier on Friday, U.S. intelligence officials told reporters that they were increasingly worried about the potential for an economic and political meltdown in Venezuela and predicted Morado may not complete his term. Hint, hint, nod, nod, wink, wink. So mobs in Venezuela have stolen flour, chicken, underwear this week. Looting increases across hit OPEC nation, where many basic products have run short and or dry. And as more end up empty-handed, black market prices soar, plunging into rising coup-like conditions in Venezuela, in an already one of the world's most violent countries. There's no official data, but rights group says Venezuela Observatory for Social Conflict reported 107 episodes of looting or attempted looting in the first quarter. I don't know, 107, that's really not a lot. I mean, even Venezuela is quite big. I would look at that as kind of a mild situation. The AP even basically put something out last month, basically saying, you know, that it's a dystopian society, that the Hunger Games are real in some of the nation's outer districts and capital city, that it is basically fight or die situations. And with Hugo Chavez leaving in a coup in 2002, among others, Maduro is definitely, or Maduro, I apologize, is definitely, having his wits about him and knows, hey, I'm going to lose power. So thank you.